Going up from Stuart's American Mortgage.
Thanks for having me.
Can we turn his microphone on, Willie? Is your microphone on? Can he use his?
Check.
Let's see if you can use yours. There you go.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
All right. Interest rates. What are we doing?
Well, the Federal Reserve is in process of meeting right now as we speak. They met yesterday. They're meeting today. They are poised, and we anticipate that they're going to raise those interest rates to 0.25%. So the benchmark is going to go from 1% to 1.25%. And what that means for us folks is that immediately all our credit card interest rates will be rising, and it's going to start hurting people.
So get in as soon as possible, right? Call you as soon as possible because you can lock in.
And you can lock in now. I think at 1:30 is when they're meeting. I would anticipate a little bit of a bump in those mortgage rates.
Right.
We'll see what happens, but definitely those credit card rates. So if you are in a situation where you have debt and that debt isn't on a fixed rate, then you need to consider refinancing, consolidating that debt before those numbers start to go higher and higher, and before you know it, you can't make those payments.
Somebody said to me the other day, and this is a paraphrase, a friend of mine was, I was asking him about Stuart and his bagel loan, and this friend of mine was telling me, who's in the business, who told me, yeah, there is no such thing as the bagel loan. He has to charge something.
Well, we just closed a loan yesterday in which the wife's niece was in the business, and she swore up and down that we can't do this.
Right.
And after we closed, I showed on the closing statement exactly that there was zero closing costs on her transaction, and nothing was added, and the niece can't understand it.
All right. What about a fee to check my credit?
Nothing, zero.
What about the fee, the homeowner inspection? What about that?
Nothing, zero.
Nothing, zero.
Nothing's added to the loan. You don't pay anything at the end of the day. It's free. If it's too good to be true, feel free to call us and we'll explain it to you.
It's so interesting that so many people, every time, that whole Stewart thing's a scam. No, it's not. I've used him a number of times. I've refinanced my house with him. He doesn't charge you any fees.
Not only do we not charge any fees, but there are no title company fees. There is nothing. That's why we call it the bagel loan. Zero closing costs.
Zero closing costs. How do we get a hold of you?
My personal cell phone number is 314-324-4440, or you can Google bagel loan.
Or Stewart'sAMC.com. Zero costs. So when somebody says, no, you can't do it, and you're skeptical, call Stuart. He'll show you.
There's a misconception out there that if you're not lowering your interest rate 1%, it's not worthwhile to do. Well, that may be the case if you're paying fees. But if you're not paying fees and you've got a loan over $150,000, a balance over $150,000, it will cost you nothing. So if your rate's over 4.25%, or you've got an FHA loan, you need to call.
314-324-4440 or Stewart's